A super fast train also leaves for Kolkata from Delhi. So both are moving same direction at an average speed 95 km per hour. How far from Delhi will the super fast train overtakes the passenger train? See, second train started at 3 o'clock, and by the time already first train travelled some distance in 3 hours, and whose speed is 65 km per hour. So per hour it can cover 65 kilometers. So in 3 hours 195 kilometers distance is already covered by first train. Now if second train wants to catch first train, it has to cover 195 kilometers extra distance with extra speed. That is relative speed S1 minus S2. How much is that? 30. So distance by speed. This gives you time. But you are not asked to calculate time. You are asked to calculate how far from Delhi will super fast train meet or overtake the other train, right? Now second train takes this much time. To overtake first train, and whose speed is 95 km per hour? Yes or no? So distance will be equal to time into speed 95 over 19 times, and this is 6 times. Do we have cancellation here? No. Answer should end with what number? Clearly 3 multiples are there. 3, 6 times, 5 times, 2 times, 65 20 times minus 1 time. 65 20 times 1300 minus 1 time 65. 1300 minus 65, 1235 by 2, that is 617.5. Next, 2 pipes independently can fill a tank in 18 hours and 27 hours respectively. However, due to a leakage in the tank, it takes 12 minutes more than time to fill when both the pipes are opened simultaneously, when the tank is full. In how much time will the leak can empty it? Okay. Now, first of all, you know that inlet takes 18 hours and another inlet takes 27 hours to fill the tank when both are there. Now working together, let me calculate how much is the time taken by both the taps to fill the tank. Okay, LCM 54. So which does 3 units and then other one 2 units, total together 5 units. So to fill the tank it takes 10 4/5 hours. So both the inlets alone take 10 4/5 hours to fill the empty tank, correct? But when there is outlet, it is taking 12 minutes extra. 12 minutes in the sense 1/5 hour. 1/5 hour. Both together inlet takes 10 4/5 hours. But when outlet is also there, it is taking 1/5 hour extra. So altogether will take 11 hours. Correct? Now first inlet, second inlet, and then outlet, and then altogether can fill the tank in 11 hours. A alone can do it in 18, B alone 27. Now you are asked about C, outlet, correct? Now for these two numbers, what is LCM? 54, and 11 is also there, which is prime number. So total LCM becomes 24 into 11. Inlet A can fill 33 units, inlet B can fill 22 units, and altogether can fill 54 units. Both A, B can fill it in 55 units, but C is also included, it becomes 54. So 1 unit negative work is done by C, and to fill empty tank it takes this much time by 1. 54 into 11, how much is that? 54 10 times plus 1 plus 1 time, that is 594. So first of all, you need to calculate time taken by both AB to fill the tank, which we got it as 10 4/5, and plus 12 minutes is equal to 11 hours. Okay. Right, let me tell you one more thing. A alone can fill it in 18 minutes, 18 hours, B alone can fill it in 27 hours. When all are there, it is taking 12 minutes extra, so you'll get some time here. And if C is also there, to fill the tank according to units method, we'll take LCM of these two numbers, LCM of three numbers, yes or no? First number, second number, both are 9 multiples, and if third number is also 9 multiple, then it will be easy to calculate LCM. Correct? Yes or no? Look at your options. How many are there? How many 9 multiples are there? That's all. That itself is your answer, right? Next. The average monthly income of ABC is 26,200, BCD is 24,100. If the monthly salary of D is 65 by 86 times of A's salary, what is the average monthly salary of B and C? Now, A, B, C, D. D's salary is 65 by 86 times. So, if D's salary is 65 parts, A's salary becomes 86 parts. You know average of ABC and you also know average of BCD. If you want to calculate average of these two, either you need to know A value or D value. If you know A value, as you know average of ABC, you can calculate sum of ABC. From that you can subtract A, then you can calculate average for other two numbers. Yes or no? Also, as you know average of BCD, you can calculate sum. From that you can subtract D value and then convert it to average. So first our agenda is to calculate either A value or D value. Now you already know in terms of parts, A is getting 86 parts and D 65 parts. Difference 21 parts. You know average of ABC and you also know average of BCD. In those two, I can say A is replaced with D, yes or no? And D value is less than A value. So average of BCD will be definitely less than average of ABC, correct? Right. Look at their averages and tell me how much less. Average of BCD is how much less than ABC? 2100. 2100 average decreased for how many numbers? 3 numbers. Then sum difference is equal to 2100 into 3. Yes or no? That is 6300. So 6300 is the difference in their sum. Difference in their sum. That is because of difference in their number of parts, which is equal to 21 parts. If 21 parts is equal to 6300, can we calculate 65 parts is equal to how much? 3 times and then double 0. 3 times of 65 is 195 and then double 0. What is 19,500? D salary is 65 parts, which is equal to 19,500. Now let me take one more value. You know that average of B, C, D, average of B, C, D is equal to 24,100. And you also know the D value is 19,500. Now I want to calculate average of B, C. In place of this number, if at all if you have 24,100, average of BCD is 24,100. If D is also equal to 24,100, then average of B and C also should be equal to 24,100. Yes or no? But D value is less than 24,100. See, in the classroom we have B, C, D, 3 people whose average is 24,100. 1% left the group who is D and he is taking only 19,500. 500, but he has 24,100. Out of 24,100, he is taking only 19,500 out. So how much amount is left in the classroom? 4,600. Because of that 4,600 rupees, what will happen to average of B, C, D? Will that be more or less? Definitely that will be more, because whatever leftover money 4,600 is there in the class, B and C will share. Am I right? So you need to convert this to average by 2 plus 2,300. Answer 26,400. First you need to get either A value or D value. Here also, in place of D, you can even calculate A value. I know that already A is 86 parts. I am not good at 86 3 multiple. Compared with 65 multiplied by 3. Ardhamainda? You can even calculate 86 parts. Subtract it from BC, ABC. Then you can calculate average of BC. But calculation of 86 3 times is little time taking when compared with 65 into 3 times. Avuna? Right. Next, come on. 24 workers working 13 hours a day can build a wall of length 224 meters, breadth 16 meters and height 52 meters in 32 days. In how many days? 36 workers working 18 hours a day can build a wall of length 432, 21 meters breadth and 64 meters height. Right. So here they are giving you length, breadth, height of a wall. So for this particular problem, what is this refers? Come on, work, building a wall. So for wall, when you are given length and breadth and height, what is that you are supposed to take for work? Area, perimeter or volume or what? What is that? Volume you have to take. ఇప్పుడు ఈ వాల్ ఇదే కదా ఉంది, ఇది లెంత్ కదా, థిక్నెస్ అంటే బ్రెడ్తే కదా, హైటే కదా, బ్రిక్ బై బ్రిక్ అంతా ఫిల్ చేసుకుంటూ వెళ్తేనే కదా వాల్ కంప్లీట్ అయ్యేది. బ్రిక్ మీద బ్రిక్ పెడుతూ వెళ్తున్నాము అని అంటే అది ఒక సైడ్కి వెళ్తుందా, మొత్తం 3 డైమెన్షనల్లో మొత్తం వస్తుందా? 3 డైమెన్షనల్లో వచ్చింది అని అంటే ఏరియా అవుతుందా, వాల్యూమ్ అవుతుందా? వాల్యూమ్ అవుతుంది. అర్థమైందా? రైట్. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ వాల్యూమ్ హియర్. నౌ MDH by W, first case 24 members are there, they are working for 13 hours and how many days they are working? 32 days they are working to construct a wall of length 224 and breadth 16 and 52. And now we have 36 workers working 18 hours a day. 36 workers working 18 hours a day take how many days to construct another wall of length 432, breadth 21, height 64. 16 2 times, 13 4 times, 4 6 times, 6 into 2 12. How many times? 3 times. Correct na? 3 7 times, 7 32 times. ఇంకా క్యాన్సిలేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయేమన్నా? 32 2 times, 2 9 times, 9 9 4s 36, 8 times, 3 16 times. Answer 16. 3 క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయిందా? ఎక్కడైంది? 3 7 times చేసాంగా, అయిపోయింది. 48 days answer. Done? It's simple formula, MDHPW, that's it. A salesman gets a commission of X% on the first 3,000 rupees worth of sale and Y% on the remaining. When his sales were 7,000 rupees, his total commission was 1100, and when his sales were 11,000, his total commission was 1660. What is the value of X? See, he is getting 1100 rupees commission in the first case, and in second case 1660 rupees. and 11%, 1100 rupees commission and 1660 commission is composed on two different values. One is X percent, other is Y percent. When will you get X percent? On first 3000 rupees sale you will get X percent. And in the first case, how much was the total sale given? 7000. Out of 7000, on first 3000 he will get X percent. On remaining 4000 he will get Y percent. Correct? And in second case, how much is the total sale? 11,000. Out of 11,000, on first 3,000 X percent and on 8,000 Y percent. Correct? Now for time being, I want to change 8,000 as 4,000 plus 4,000, because in previous case Y percent was calculated on 4,000. So now also I want to see 4,000 and extra money. Okay, right. So is there any change in the value on which we calculated X percent from first case to second case? And difference is there on second value on which we calculated Y percent. Yes or no? So in second case, how much money was there on which we calculated Y percent? 4,000. And how much commission we got for it? 560. So I can conclude saying on 4,000 rupees Y percent is equal to 560. Yes or no? So on this 1100 also 560 rupees we got commission on Y percent or 4,000. Correct? How much is remaining value? How much is remaining value? 540. And 540 is X percent on 3,000? Yes or no? What is 1% on 3,000? 30. And how many 30s are there in 540? 540 by 30. Answer 18%. If you are asked to calculate Y value, you are done. On 4,000 rupees, how much we got commission? 560. So here itself we can calculate percentage. How much is that? 14%, which is Y value. On 3,000 rupees, how much commission we got? 540. And this is X percent. Hope you understand this. In an institute having 1500 students, boys and girls are in the ratio 2:3. Students are attending one or more hobby classes out of singing, dancing and handicraft. Okay. When 1500 is divided into 2:3, total 5 parts. 1500, 1 part, 300. 2 parts, 600. So we have boys 600 and girls 900. Next, out of boys 18% attending singing classes, 16% attending dancing classes, dance classes and 14% handicraft. 18, 16, 14. 18, 16, 14. What are these? Order? Singing, dancing and handcraft. Percentages. Next, 12% of boys attending only singing and dance, 15% dance and handicraft, 14% singing and handicraft. 12, 15, 14. 12, 15, 14. What is 12? Singing and dance. Next, dance and handicraft. Next, singing and handicraft. Then remaining will be all Matladru. Singing, dancing and handicraft. Remaining percentage in the sense, you need to calculate it. Sum of these two. Come on. 30. This also 30. Matladru. 60. And these two 29. 60 plus 29, 89. Remaining 11. 11% should come here. Next. Out of girls 17% singing, 16% dance, 13% handicraft. 17, 16, 13. Same order. 17, 16, 13. Next. 15% attending singing, dancing, 18% dance and handicraft, 12% singing and handicraft. 15, 18, 12. 15, 18, 12. Remaining will be all Matladru. Sum of these two? Sum of these two? 30. And sum of these two? 31. 30, 30, 31. Total 91. Remaining 9. 9% should come here. You can calculate this value later. First write the percentages values, then you can complete it later. So anyway, that will be into 6 here for all these numbers and into 9 for all the numbers, correct? Right. So that should not be a problem. What is the difference between number of boys attending only one of the 3 hobby classes and number of girls attending only one of the 3 hobby classes? Correct? Only one class, right? That means only these 3? First 3 only you should consider? Right. Among boys, sum of these two, 30 plus 18, 48. And here 30 plus 16, 46. So total you need to calculate difference of 46 9 times minus 48 6 times. Correct? Yes or no? Okay. Let me look at the options. Second option, final answer. This is 9 multiple, this is also 9 multiple. 3 multiple and 3 multiple. Total 9 multiple. From 9 multiple, if you subtract 9 multiple, again answer becomes 9 multiple. Matladru? Right. With that logic, you can conclude second option as final answer. Got it? Whether you calculate number of boys may be attending one class or more than one class, that should be a multiple of 3. Can you tell me why? Because 600 we have and percentages are all integers only. So on 3 multiple, whatever percentage you calculate, answer should be 3 multiple. Correct? And when you calculate number of girls, that should be 9 multiple, because total number of girls are 900. On 900, whatever percentage you calculate, answer should be 9 multiple. So can I assume that both girls and boys are 3 multiples? For sure? Yes or no? Whether you are asked about sum, again 3 multiple. Difference, again 3 multiple. Matladru. For previous question, basically I verified it. But I could see 3 multiples. Correct? Hence 3 multiple logic is not working here. There is a chance of working, but here for previous question it's not working. Right? So when you actually write the numbers, both are becoming 9 multiples and there is only one 9 multiple. Numberlu rayakunda, ee numberlu rayakunda 3 multiple ani cheppacha leda? Adi na point ikkada. Need not to calculate some x percentage on 600 is 3 multiple. Some other stupid percentage on 900, again 3 multiple. Sum is 3 multiple, difference is also 3 multiple. Okay? So I don't want exact numbers there to decide whether it is 3 multiple or not. But using 3 multiple you cannot decide answer because there are 3 options. Hence we are writing these actual numbers. Ardhamaindi kada? Right. Come on, next. How many boys are attending at least 2 hobbies? Answer should be 3 multiple. Because boys are 600. Matladru. If you calculate percentage, you will get some number. I don't want to do it. Some number percentage on 600 should be 3 multiple. Can it be a first option? Second? Third? Fourth? Fifth? So 3 options are there, we need to calculate. Attending at least 2 hobby classes. At least 2 in the sense 2 or more. 2 or more. For previous question, how much we got this? 48. Then remaining will be 52. అనవసరంగా యాడ్ చేసి చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లేదు కదా. ప్రీవియస్ క్వశ్చన్కి 48 వచ్చింది కాబట్టి రిమైనింగ్ 52 విల్ బి అదర్ పార్ట్. 52% ఆఫ్ విచ్ నంబర్? 52% ఆఫ్ 600. What is 1%? 6. 52% will be 52 into 6. Answer should end with 2. Last digit verification. How many are there? How many are there? Only 1. 312. Final answer. Next. What percentage of students do not attend handicraft classes? Is this about boys or girls? Total. So you need to calculate it. Those who do not attend handicraft. Those who do not attend handicraft in the sense, that must be those who are attending only singing, only dance, singing and dance. That's it. In remaining values you will for sure have handicraft. Ardhamainda? Out of 3, 1 attend avanu vallu అని అంటే only second attend అయ్యే వాళ్ళు, only third attend అయ్యే వాళ్ళు, both 1 and 2 attend అయ్యే వాళ్ళు. అర్థమైందా? Right. In boys what percentage is that? 46%? మాట్లాడాలి. Right. 46% of what? 600. And girls wise 48%. 48% on 900. 48% on 900. 46% on 600. These many number of people do not attend handicraft out of 1500. As it is percentage into 100. 2 zeros cancel. మాట్లాడాలి. Right. This is 6 into how much? 6 into how much? 8 into 9. So can I write that as 72 into 6 plus 46 into 6? That will be 6 into 72 plus 42. How much is that? 118. 118 by 15. 3, 2 times, 5 times, 236 by 5, which is equal to 47 point. How many are there? How many are there with 47 point? ఒకటేనా? Enough. 48 9 times 8 నా వల్ల కాదు ఇప్పుడు. పక్కనే 6 మల్టిపుల్ ఉంది, కామన్ మల్టిపుల్ ఉందో చూసుకున్నా. 48లో 6 మల్టిపుల్ ఉంది, అది కామన్ తీసేద్దాం, సరిపోద్ది. ఓకేనా? నెక్స్ట్. Number of boys attending all the 3 hobbies classes is approximately what percent of girls attending all 3 hobbies together? Boys, what percentage? 11%. Of which number? 2 parts. Percentage only, right? Why do you need to use 600 and 900? And among girls, 9% on 3 parts into 100. That is 22 by 27. Come on. Into 100. Numerator is how much less than denominator? 5. What is 10% of denominator? What is 20%? Do you really need to subtract 5.4 or only 5? Only 5, right? If it is 5.4, you need to subtract 20%. But now you need to subtract only 5. So that need not to be 20%. When that is less than 20%, answer should be more than 80%. How many options are there? More than 80. 3 ఉన్నాయా? Is it far more than 80 or little bit more than 80? ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి? అవి కూడా చెప్పాలా మీకు? Followed. What is the ratio between number of boys attending singing classes and the girls attending singing classes respectively? Okay. Boys attending singing classes. Singing. Boys. This one, this one, this one, this one. You need to add these 4 numbers. Come on. How much? 18, 12, 30. 30 plus 25. 55. On which number? 2 parts. Because ratio, right? Let me take 2:3 ratio. Why to complicate this? And girls also. This one, and these 2. Come on. 17, 15. 32. 32 plus 12. 44 plus 9. 53. So in numerator for sure you need to have 11 multiple. Matladru. And in denominator you need to have 3 multiple. Correct. Numerator number, first number should be 11 multiple and denominator should be 3 multiple. Can it be first option? Second? Third? Fifth? Fourth? Only option? Second. Done. Right. So here these are amounts of investment done by Gaurav and Varun in 6 different schemes. See, when there is information like this, scheme in the sense they may offer simple interest or compound interest. So if you are good at interest part, then you should choose this set. When you are good at simple interest and concept compound interest, then only you need to pick this set. Okay. Now look at the other one. Population of 7 states, and in every state you are given ratio between male and female. Okay. Right. Concept wise there is not much complicated here, but you need to divide total population into 7 different villages, and in every village you need to again calculate ratio so that you will get information about male and female. Yes. So it is time taking question, but concept wise it is simple. But previous set there is only simple data. 6 numbers are there. They are investments of 2 different persons. Clear information is there by looking at the shape itself. By looking at the position you can decide that number. But what is important? Concept of simple interest and compound interest. Next. And here look at this. How many years are there? 51 question. 6 years. And how many countries are there? 5 countries. And in every country you were given information about people who have applied for visa and who were approved, who granted. Yes or no? So 6 years, 5 countries, 6 into 5, 30, and everywhere you will have 2 numbers. So 30 into 2, 60 numbers, and all are 3-digit worst numbers. Are you getting my point? So you need to deal with 60 3-digit worst numbers to answer 5 questions. So out of these 3 sets, now we have 3 sets, right? Selection is very important. Selection is very important. Even if you are not confident about simple interest and compound interest, if you are good at percentage, then it is fine. It is fine. You can pick this set. Got my point? Then my second priority goes to this one. Got it? Because I may use some different logic based on multiplication rule or last digit verification without completely solving the question based on the numbers. 75 lakhs, percentage. If you are asked to calculate what is the population of A, for example, you need to calculate 12% on 75 lakhs. 12 is 3 multiple, 75 is 3 multiple, answer should be 9 multiple. Like that we will use some worst logic, but still we can get answers. Am I right? But is it possible in this particular case? You will have to add all the values. Am I right? So that possibility is not here. Hence my second priority is this one, and then I will come to here. But before coming to this, I will make sure, are there any other questions which are simple than this model? అర్థమైందా? మిగిలినవి కూడా చూసి పక్క చూపు చూసి ఆ తర్వాత ఇక్కడికి రావాలి. అర్థమైందా? చేయలేము అనమ్మా, మనం చేయలేమనా? చేయగలమా లేదా? చేస్తాం. ప్రాబ్లం ఏంటి? టైం టేకింగ్, అది ప్రాబ్లం. ఓకే. And that too, dealing with 3-digit number is always risky. As long as number size is increasing, the risk factor is also increasing. Ardhamainda? Hence in general I don't want to increase the number, I will always try to decrease the number. In today's data analysis class, when we were asked about difference of population of A in 5 years, population of B in 5 years, we have gone for individual difference and then adding. Yes or no? The reason being is when you keep on adding 5-digit number, 3 3-digit 5 numbers, there is a chance of getting 4-digit number. As long as number is increasing, risk factor also increase. So I don't want to add the numbers. I want to go for individual difference and then I will add. Right. Come on. 41 question. Varun invested money in scheme F for 4 years. If scheme F offers simple interest at 8% per annum for first 2 years and compound interest at 10% per annum for next 2 years, what will be the total interest occurred by him from this scheme after scheme F? Who? Varun. Who is Varun? Square fellow. F, how much is this? 620. How much is that number? 620 hundreds, right? So 620 hundreds. On this first 2 years, simple interest calculated at 8% per annum. First 2 years simple interest becomes 16% and next 2 years 10% compound interest. Compounded annually becomes 21. First 2 years 16. Next 2 years total. So we need to calculate 37% on this number. So 37% in the sense 37 into 1% which is 620. You will have 0. 7 into 2 ends with 4. Answer should end with 4 0. How many are there? Huh? 2 naya? AV. Second end. తప్పదు చేయటమే ఇంకా ఏం చేస్తాం 600 times plus 20 times మాట్లాడరు 600 times will have 2 zeros 37 6 times 180 plus 42 36 times ఓరి మీ పాడే మిమ్మల్ని ఇంకా ఎంత 20 టైమ్సా ఇక్కడ 2 zeros వస్తాయా ఇది మర్చిపోండి కొంచెంసేపు 30 into 6 6 into 7 180 42 222 అంతేనా రైట్ ఓవర్ 37 10 times 370 20 times 7 40 so 22,940 yes. Basically after getting 22,200 you are done with your answer because there are two options you said which are ending with 40. One is in 20,000, the other is in 22,000. Ona? Right. Next. If scheme C offers compound interest at certain rate of interest and the total interest occurred from this scheme by Gaurang and Varun together after 2 years is 21,632. What is the rate of interest? Right. Scheme C, both together. First guy invested 520, the other guy invested 780. 520, 780, 1300. 1300 hundreds. That is 1,30,000. This is principal. Come on. Compound interest for 2 years is given as 22,000. What's now? 21,632. 21,632. Now you have two options, two ways to do it. One is using compound interest formula. Compound interest formula. Compound interest is equal to P of 1 plus R by 100 to the power of n minus 1. Use that formula, get the R value. That is one way. The second way is something different. Mind work cheyali. Suppose if the rate of interest is 10% first year. Second year, first year we will get exactly 10%. Second year we will get more than 10%. For 2 years that will be more than 20%. Yes or no? If the rate of interest is 20% per annum, for 2 years together we will get more than 40. Am I right? Correct. Okay. Now let me calculate. Let me use that way. Out of this number, what is 10%? 1300. 20%? 2,600. Your compound interest for 2 years is less than 26,000. Hence this value 21,632 is less than 20%. Hence your rate of interest per annum is less than 10%. For 2 years if it is less than 20, for 1 year that should be less than 10. Yes or no? How many are there? How many are there? 4 are there. Yes? Now, what is first option? 9%. 9.5 unda? 9 kuda unda? 9 ledu. Sare, okay. 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 What is 10% you said? 20%? 26,000. From this how much should be subtracted? Approximately 4,400. Approximate 4,400. 4,400 is approximately what percent of this number? 3.5%? Matladru. What is 1% of 1,30,000? 1,300. 3 times? 4 times? 5,200. But you have only 4,400, which is more than 3,900 and less than 5,200. So that will be more than 3% but less than 4%. Can I treat it as 3.5%? From 20% if you subtract 3.5%, that becomes Matladali 16.5% approximate. This is for how many years? For 2 years if it is more than 16 per year, that should be అయిపోయింది answer. Got it? Between average amount invested by Gaurang in all the given schemes and average amount invested by Varun in all the given schemes. See, this is what I discussed earlier. If you want to calculate answer, you have to calculate total investment of Gaurang in all years. Yes? And then for Varun all years. And then you need to take difference. And you need to add 6 3-digit numbers for 2 times, and then you need to take difference kada adigindi, and then average. Yes or no? So this much I don't want to do it. I want to go for individual difference in every scheme. Individual difference I want to take, and then I will take as we are already taking difference individually, finally you can calculate average. Ardhamainda? But order is very important. Out of 6 numbers, 5 times Gaurav value is more than Varun value. Hence always subtract Varun from Gaurang. Okay? How much is this? Matladali. Ikkada inkokka point chepta agandi akka. Lines. I don't want to take difference by identifying numbers like this. I don't want to do it. I want to concentrate number of lines. 0 to 100. How many lines will be there? Come on. 5 lines. You know that point? Each line is equal to 20. Let us concentrate number of lines. 5, 5, 5. 15 plus 2. How many? 17. More, right? Next. Here how many are there? Here how many are there? 3. And here 3. Total 6 difference. Negative, right? 1 is positive because in scheme A Gaurang value is more, but here in scheme B Gaurang value is 6 less. So 17 minus 6, 11. Let me write 11 here. Now this is over. Next, come on. How many lines are here? 4 plus 5, 9. 9 plus 4, 13. Next. Here 1 plus 5 plus 1, 7. Next. 1, 5, 6, 11, 16, 21 plus 1, 22. Come on. Here 4 plus 5, 9. 9 plus 4, 13. So this is the difference in number of lines. Come on. What is total? How much is sum of these two numbers? 20. Sum of these two? 35, 20. 35 20, 55 plus 11, 60 into 20, average by 6. How many times? 11 times. That is 220 hundreds, right? 220 hundreds, right? So double zero, 22,000. అర్థమైందా? ఇక్కడ కూడా ఓవరాల్గా ఏం చేశాము? లైన్లో ఇలా చేసింది. ఐఎమ్ ట్రయింగ్ టు డిక్రీజ్ ద నెంబర్. I'm trying to decrease the number. You can definitely take difference of these two original numbers, but you'll get 3-digit number. But I am converting it to number of lines, and so that the size of the number becoming small. Please start. Total amount invested by Gaurang in scheme B and E together is what percent more than total investment made by Varun in the same schemes together? B and E. B and E. B value this one and E value this one. How much is this? 440 and this is 820, total 1260. And in the same scheme the other values, this is 560 and this is 380. 560, 380, 940. 940. 1260 is how much more than 940? 3. Now 320 more that of 940 into 100. Now look at your options. Can I treat it as 300 by 900? Matladru. 300 by 900 in the sense 3 by 9, which is 1 by 3. So 33 1 by 3%. Answer should be very close to that. Over 34%. If scheme D offers simple interest at 12% per annum, what will be the difference between simple interest occurred by Gaurang and Varun from this particular scheme? After? Right. So, at the rate of 12%, simple interest for 3 years becomes 36%. 36% of some number minus 36% of some other number will be 36% of some stupid number. 36% is 9 multiple. Is your first option right answer? Is your first option 9 multiple? Second? Third? Yes. Fourth? No. Fifth? No. Answer can be either second or third. Both are 9 multiples, both are 36%. Possibility is there. So now we need to calculate it. For D, scheme D, how much is this? 580. How much is this number? 720. Difference 140. Difference 140. So answer will be 36% of 140 hundreds, right? 1% is 140. 36% in the sense 36 into 140. As 140 has 0, you'll get 1 0. 6 into 4 ends with 4. Answer should end with 4 0. Come on, answer. Amma? Right, 5040. It's already too late now. Will you, should I explain this set or Q1 Q2s? Q1 Q2s are this set. I prefer Q1 Q2s. ఎందుకంటే మంచి మంచి క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి దానిలో. ఓకేనా? ఇక్కడ ఫైనల్గా మీరు ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది డే ఇందులో ఒక చిన్న కాన్సెప్ట్ ఒకటే నేర్చుకోగలరు అంతే. How we are extracting the number. But if you look at Q1 Q2s, there are 10 questions. 5 questions. In every question you'll have Q1 and Q2. 10 questions are there. I prefer that. Should I start? Right. Gopal went to a fruit market with certain amount of money. With this money he can buy either 50 oranges or 40 mangoes. He retains 10% of the mangoes, 10% of the money for tax fare. If he buys 20 mangoes, then number of oranges he can buy is, let's say he has 100%. He has 100% money. Let's say he has 100%. With 100% he can purchase either 50 oranges or 40 mangoes. How much percentage is kept aside? 10% kept aside. Now how much money he will spend for buying mangoes or oranges? 90%. Out of that he already purchased 20 mangoes. He can get 40 mangoes for 100%. Yes. As he already purchased 20 mangoes, he already spent 50% of it. 50% he spent on buying mangoes and 10% kept aside. Total 60% is over. Remaining money 40%. With 40%, if he try to purchase oranges, he will get 40% of 50 oranges. 40% of 50, 20. Repeat. Should I repeat? Let's say he has 100% oranges. He will get 50 oranges. So per orange cost is 2%. Mangoes, he may get 40 mangoes. Come on. Then each mango cost is 2.5%. Out of 100%, 10% kept aside. And he purchased 20 mangoes. One mango price is 2.5%. 10 mangoes price is 25%. 20 mangoes price is 50%. Come on. Then how much is left? 40%. With 40% he need to purchase oranges. And each orange price is 2%. So how many oranges he may get? 20. అర్థమైందా? రైట్. ఇందాక మాట్లాడింది ఏంటంటే 100% he has, 10% kept aside. He will get 40 mangoes for total money. For total money, as he already purchased 20 mangoes, meaning 50% is spent to purchase mangoes. Correct? Now how much money is left? When he is left with 40% money, he will get 40% of 50 oranges. If he has 100% money, he will get 50. If he has 50% of money, then he will get 50% of 50 oranges. As he is left with 40% money, he will get 40% of that quantity. That is 20. Followed? Right, next. Ram committed 2 mistakes in an examination where all the questions carried equal marks and obtained 72%. If he had attempted 4 more questions and made 3 mistakes, he would have obtained 84%. If there was no negative marking for wrong answer, how many questions were asked? Okay. So you don't have to worry about wrong answer, because you will not get mark, or they don't deduct even any mark from it. It carries 0 mark. Negative answer. Correct. In first case, how many questions were given wrong answer? In first case, he committed how many mistakes in first case? 2 mistakes. And in second case, 3 mistakes. So number of attempts which were given wrong answer increased by 1 from the previous case. But there is one more difference from first case to second case. From first case to second case, he attempted 4 more questions. Come on. Extra questions answered? How many? Out of these 4 extra questions, 1 extra question is given wrong answer. So how many questions were extra given correct answer? 3 questions. Correct. Now with these 3 questions, what is the change in percentage? What is the change in percentage? So 12% increased because of these 3 questions only. Come on. Total percentage in the sense 100%. 100% is equal to, come on, 25 questions. అన్నీ కరెక్ట్ అయితే ఎన్ని మార్కులు వస్తాయి? ఇచ్చిన క్వశ్చన్స్ అన్నీ కరెక్ట్ అయితే ఎన్ని మార్కులు వస్తాయి? అదే అన్నీ పెట్టారు, ఇచ్చిన క్వశ్చన్లు అన్నీ రాశారు, అన్నిటికీ కరెక్ట్ మార్క్ వచ్చింది, అప్పుడు ఎంత పర్సెంట్ వస్తుంది? అదే తీసుకున్నాం. టోటల్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎన్నో నాకు తెలీదు, అవన్నీ కరెక్ట్ అయినాయి అని అనుకున్నా నాకు 100% రావాలి. అంటే ఎన్ని క్వశ్చన్లు? 25 క్వశ్చన్స్. 4 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఎందుకు తీసుకోలేదు అని అంటే, ఫస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్లో 2 క్వశ్చన్స్ రాంగ్ ఆన్సర్ అయినాయి. సెకండ్ కేస్కి వచ్చేసేటప్పటికి 4 questions ఎక్స్ట్రాగా సాల్వ్ చేస్తున్నాము, బట్ 3 questions రాంగ్ ఆన్సర్ అయింది. 0K, బట్ దానికి మీకు మార్క్ రాదుగా, అందుకనే దాన్ని కౌంట్ చేయకూడదు అని అంటున్నా. అర్థం కాల? ఫస్ట్ కేసులో ఎన్ని పెట్టారు? X questions ఆన్సర్ పెట్టారు, 2 questions తప్పైనాయి, అంతేనా? ఎన్ని క్వశ్చన్లకు మార్కులు వస్తాయి మీకు? X మార్కులు వచ్చేది ఎన్నిటికి? X -2. ఇప్పుడు ఇంకొక 4 questions ఎక్స్ట్రా యాడ్ చేశాను, బట్ 3 questions రాంగ్ అయినాయి. అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఎన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్కి మార్కులు వస్తాయి? ఇంతకు ముందు క్వశ్చన్స్కి ఇప్పుడు క్వశ్చన్స్కి డిఫరెన్స్ ఎంత? 3. ఎంత డిఫరెన్స్? 3 questions. So because of those 3 questions we are getting 12% extra, and 100% is equal to how many questions? 25 questions. Followed, as marks were awarded only for questions which were given right answers, we are considering only questions which were given right answer. What was Q1? 20. Q1 less than Q2. Come on, next. Of the 65 students who took an examination from school P, only 80% managed to pass. School Q had 10 more students than school P taking the exam, and 4 fewer students passed. Find out the pass percentage in school Q. In P we have 65 candidates, and in Q there are 10 more than P, that is 75. And here those who got passed is 80%. 80% in the sense subtracting 20%. 20% of 65 is 13. Then it becomes 52. And now students passed from school Q is 4 fewer than 52, which is 48. Fewer ante takku kada. 4 less than 52, which is 48. Now you are asked to calculate pass percentage from school Q, which is 48 by 75 into 100. Keep it aside, don't calculate it. Don't do it, keep it aside. Because finally it is comparison, right? Finally it is comparison. Let me also write the second number so that I will decide this. Okay na? Right. Next. Q2. Pawan and Qureshi working together can do a piece of work in 10 days, whereas Qureshi and Rohit working together can do the same piece of work in 12 days. All the 3 working to do the job for which they were paid 300 rupees. If Qureshi's share is 140, Pawan share is how much? Right. Pawan and Qureshi and Rohit. How many days they are taking? 10 days here. And the other guy? See, when you want to share wages, salaries, that should be according to which ratio? Efficiency ratio? Yes or no? Now, if the days ratio is 10 and 12, which is 5:6, then efficiency ratio must be 6:5. Yes or no? So 6 parts is combined efficiency of Pawan and Qureshi, and 5 parts is combined efficiency of Qureshi and Rohit. Yes or no? Right. Now you can divide Pawan Qureshi and Qureshi Rohit amounts in the ratio 6:5. Correct? Now if I add both, how many parts will I get? 11 parts. How much is the total money given for us? Come on. 300 rupees is given to Pawan, Qureshi, Rohit. But when you add these two, Qureshi is counted for 2 times? Yes or no? How much is Qureshi getting? 140. 140. In 300 rupees, Pawan share is there, Qureshi share is there, Rohit share is also there, but extra person coming here is Qureshi, who is getting 140 rupees. Now if you add 140 to 300, then that becomes 440. So 11 parts is equal to 440. Come on. 6 parts is equal to 240. Matladru. 40 times of 6, 240. So 240 rupees is amount given to Pawan and Qureshi, where Qureshi is getting 1 part. Then Pawan should get, come on, 100. So Q2 is 100. Matladru. Q2 is 100. Q1 is not 100. Less than 100 or more than 100? Less than 100. That is 48 by 75 into 100 should be definitely less than 100. Followed? Right. Truck traveling at 70 km per hour uses 30% more diesel to travel certain distance than it does when it travels at a speed 50 km per hour. If the truck can travel 19.5 kilometers per liter of diesel at 50 km per hour, how far can the truck travel on 10 liters of diesel at a speed of 70 km per hour? Now, moving with 50 km per hour, moving with 70 km per hour. If diesel consumption when you travel with the speed 50 km per hour is 100%, when you travel with a speed 70 km per hour, diesel consumption increases by 30%, then diesel consumption becomes 130%, yes or no? Now, this is consumption of diesel and I want to write mileage here. If diesel consumption is more, will you get more mileage or less mileage? Come on, less mileage. If diesel consumption is less, you will get more mileage. So consumption of diesel and mileage both are inversely proportional. Consumption ratio is 10:13. Then mileage ratio should be 13:10. Matladru. 13:10. 13 parts here, 10 parts here. With 1 liter of diesel, how many kilometers you can travel with the speed? 50 km per hour? Amma, 1 liter diesel unte 50 km per hour speed toti ఎన్ని కిలోమీటర్లు ట్రావెల్ చేయొచ్చు అని చెప్పారు? 19. But how many liters of diesel we have? For 1 liter if you can travel 19.5 kilometers, for 10 liters you can cover 195 kilometers, that is with the speed 50 km per hour, whose mileage is equal to 13 parts. 13 how many times is 195? Matladru. Then 10 parts is equal to 10 into 15, 150 kilometers. So diesel consumption and mileage both will be inversely proportional. If you know that point, then it becomes easy. Hope it's clear. Come on. Next, Q2. A group of men decided to do a job in 8 days, but since 10 men dropped out every day 10 members dropped out. The job got completed at the end of the 12th day. So it happened for 12 days now. How many men were there at the beginning? Now let me take something like this. X members started. If every day X people are working, in how many days can we complete the work? That means 8 into X members are required to complete the work. Am I right? But now what is happening? First day X members are working. Next day 10 dropped out. Again 10 more dropped out. Again like that for how many days? 12 days. Yes or no? First day X members work. Second day how many tens decreased? Third day how many tens decreased? Fourth day 3 tens. 12th day 11 tens in the sense 110. Yes or no? So how many people worked for first 12 days in the sense X is common everywhere. X is common everywhere. Am I right? So that will be 12x. Minus something is there, correct? Minus values, look at, concentrate on minus values. Minus 10, minus 20 like that. Minus 1, 10. Forget about 10. Forget about 0. Forget about 0. 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, 11. Sum of first 11 natural numbers. N into n plus 1 by 2. 11 into 12 by 2. 66. 0 is taken common. So that becomes 660. 60, correct. So to complete total work we need 8x people, or we need 12x minus 660. From this 4x is equal to 660, x is equal to 660 by 4, which is 165. This is Q2. What was Q1? 150. Q1 less than Q2. Followed. The sum of the digits of a 3-digit number is subtracted from the number, it results in a 2-digit number. This process of subtracting the sum of digits of a number from that number is continued further with the resulting 2-digit number. Which of the following is factors of the original 3-digit number? It cannot be original 3-digit number because you cannot calculate what is original 3-digit number. What is a factor of 2-digit number? What is a factor of 2-digit number? Finally it results 2-digit number, right? అర్థమైందా? అసలు క్వశ్చన్ అర్థమైందా? క్వశ్చన్ అర్థం కాల. Take any 3-digit number. Suppose you have some number. From this you need to subtract sum of digits. What is sum of digits? 9. How much is that answer? 603. From this again you need to subtract sum of digits, which is again 9. How much is that? 594. Okay. Now you need to continue this process of subtracting sum of digits of 3-digit number from the number till you get 2-digit number. Till you get 2-digit number. Okay. You may take any 3-digit number right from 100 to 999. But you need to continue this process of subtracting sum of digits till you get 2-digit number. And your question must be, what is the not original 3-digit number? What is the factor of 2-digit number? Factor of 2-digit number. See, you can never calculate what was the 3-digit number expected, assumed. You can take any number, right, from 100 to 999. You can take any number. So you cannot calculate what was the original 3-digit number. You can calculate factor of 2-digit number. Okay na? Right. అసలు ఇక్కడ క్వశ్చన్ ఇందులో ఉండకూడదు, Q1లో ఉండకూడదు. మీ పాడ ఎన్ని ఆముదం తాగిన మొహాల్లాగా పెడతా ఉంటారు. ఏంటి అది? విచ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫాలోయింగ్ ఉన్నాయా? లేవు. అదే నేను అంటున్నా, అది ఇక్కడ రాకూడదు అని అంటున్నా. ఆప్షన్లు ఉండాలి కదా. రైట్. ఒకవేళ అడిగినా విచ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఫాలోయింగ్ ఈజ్ ది ఫ్యాక్టర్ ఆఫ్ ఫైనల్ 2-digit నెంబర్, ఇట్ కెనాట్ బి 3-digit నెంబర్. కీప్ ఇట్ ఏ సైడ్. దీని గురించి మళ్ళీ మాట్లాడితే ఎక్కువ టైం పడుతుంది. నాకు వచ్చే ఆన్సర్ కంగారు పడకండి. ఓకేనా? దీని గురించి ఆన్సర్ చెప్తా, కొంచెంసేపు ఆకండి. నెక్స్ట్, ఏ గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ 630 members children are arranged in a row for a group of photograph session. Each row contains 3 fewer children than the row in front of it. If there are n number of rows and 3 less than or equal to n less than or equal to 6, then which could be the number of rows which is not possible? Number which is not possible. Okay now? Right. Now, total how many people are there? So number of lines can be 3 lines or 4 lines or 5 lines or 6 lines, because n value is less than or equal to 6, less than or equal to 3. So it should be in between 3 and 6, including 3 and 6. Correct? So out of these 4 different combinations, one possibility is not possible, and you are asked to calculate that. Okay now? Right. Now, if there are x members in the first line, there will be x plus 3 members in the next line, and before that there will be x minus 3 members. Come on. Sum of number of persons in 3 lines together is 3x. Correct? Can 3x value be equal to 630? Yes, because 630 is 3 multiple. Avuna kada? So can we arrange 630 members in 3 rows? Yes, possible. Now if there is one more line, let there be x plus 6 members here. Come on. Then total number of children in 4 lines together is 4x plus 6 and it is equal to 630. Take plus 6 to right hand side, that becomes minus 6. You will get 624. Can you write 4x into 624? 624 is 4 multiple, right? Is it possible to arrange 630 members in 4 rows? Yes. Let there be 5 lines. Let there be 5 lines. Come on. Everywhere difference is 3, 3, 3, 3 only, right? Correct. Sum of number of children in 5 lines together is 5x. Correct. Can we write 630 into 5x? 630 is 5 multiple. So 3 lines possible, 4 lines possible, 5 lines possible. Which is not possible? Over. Else you will be wasting your time if you want to do it. So something should be x minus 9. Come on. Everywhere difference is 3, 3, 3, 3 only. Sum of numbers is equal to 6x minus 9 is equal to 630. Can you write 639 as 6 multiple? This is even number and the right side you have odd number. Is it possible? So 6 lines not possible at all. 6 lines not possible at all. Followed? Yes. Right. I'll come to this. Wait. Let me complete 60th question also. Along a road line, an odd number of persons are placed at an interval of 10 meters. They have to be assembled around at the middle person. Then they all together covering a distance of 2.4 kilometers. The number of persons are. Number of persons. Now, odd number of persons are placed. Here there is a person. Total how many persons are there? Come on. 3 persons are there. They need to assemble at the middle person and they are at a distance of 10 meters each. Correct. So first person will have to cover 10 meters to meet middle person. Third person also need to cover 10 meters to meet middle person. Correct. So how many tens are there? How many tens are there? 2 tens. Correct. Right. Then they all will meet at middle person place. Correct. Now how many persons are there? Correct. Enta? Now first person need to reach middle person. So how many meters he need to travel? 20. Second person need 10 meters. Fourth person need to cover 10 meters and fifth person need to cover 20 meters. So what is the total distance covered in this particular case? 2 into 20, 2 into 10. Antena? Right. So 2 tens and then 2 20s, correct? Okay. How many persons are here? 7. So first person need to cover 30. Last person need to cover 30. Second from the first and the last. Second person from the first and from the last need to cover 20. Third person and fifth person need to cover 10, 10. So total distance covered by all the people to meet each other at middle person position will be 2 tens, 2 20s, 2 30s. Correct? Now, when there are 7 members, this guy is middle person. Left side how many persons are there? Right side? So that will be 2 tens, 2 20s, 2 30s. Correct? Yes or no? Now, this guy is middle person. Left side there are 5 members. Right side there are 5 members. Then total distance should be covered by all the people will be 2 tens, 2 20s, 2 30s, 2 40s and 2, correct? Yes or no? Everywhere 2 is common, everywhere 0 is common, so you can take 20 common. Come on, when you take 20 common, that will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus and so on. That will be distance covered by all the people to meet each other at center point, correct? Now 20 into 1 plus 2 plus and so on is equal to distance covered by all the members to meet at middle person place, correct? Come on. And the total distance covered in the question is given as 2.4 kilometers. That is equal to 2400 meters. 20 how many times? Matladali. 120. Sum of n natural numbers is equal to 120. N into n plus 1 by 2 is equal to 120. N into n plus 1 is equal to 240. Then n is equal to 15. 15 into 16. 240 ఎలా వచ్చిందనా? 240 ఎలా వచ్చిందనా? అర్థమైంది కదా? n is equal to 15. మాట్లాడరు. So how many persons are there? How many persons are there? మీ తలకాయ్. From the middle person, left hand side there are 15 members, right hand side there are ఏంటక్క పర్లే చెప్పు. From the middle person, left hand side there are 15 members, right hand side there are 15 members. Yes, total number of members in the sense right hand side 15 plus middle person and left hand side 15, total 31. So number of persons is equal to 15 plus 1 plus 15, 31 members. 20 into 1 plus 2 plus 3 and so on is equal to 2400. From this n is equal to 15. From the middle person, left hand side n members are there, right hand side n members are there. So total members are 31. Is it clear everybody? Come on. Right, next. In a mixture of 35 liters, the ratio of milk and water is 4:1. 5 liters of water is added to the mixture. Then the ratio of milk and water changes to a new ratio. If we want the ratio of milk and water to change back to the original value, how much milk is to be added? Right. Now we have 4 parts of milk, 1 part of water. Come on. To this 5 liters of water added, you'll get some stupid ratio, but finally you want the same ratio like 4:1 which was earlier. Yes or no? Now initial ratio is 4:1, final ratio also expected to be 4:1. Then whatever the quantity that you are adding, that also should be according to 4:1. Yes or no? If 1 part is equal to 5, then 4 parts is equal to 20. Then milk should be 20 liters. You need to add 20 liters of milk. Simple funda. అర్థమైందా? షూర్ రైట్. ఇప్పుడు ఈ క్వశ్చన్కి రండి అమ్మా. ఫ్రమ్ ద 3-digit నెంబర్, రికరింగ్ సబ్ట్రాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ sum of digits in a 3-digit number till you get 2-digit number. Okay na? Right. First 3-digit number enti? Come on. 100. From this I want to subtract sum of digits. How much is that? How much is that? 1 antaru. 90. Is that 2-digit number? Right. Can you tell me next 3-digit number? After 100, 101. Next 102, 103. Like that. Some number will be there. Okay na? Right. Now from 101 I want to subtract sum of digits. How much is that? 90. From this 3 subtracted. How much is that? From 104, 103 subtract 4. Again 90. Now from this From 111, how much should be subtracted? 3. That becomes 108. From 108 also, if you subtract sum of digits, 108, sum of digits is 9. 108 minus 9, 99. So the conclusion says, you take any 3-digit number, when you keep on subtracting sum of digits of 3-digit number from it, at a certain point of time, that number comes to 100 to 110. Yes or no? So from that number also, if you again subtract sum of digits, final 2-digit number should be 99. 99 is the final 2-digit number that you get when you keep on subtracting sum of digits from 3-digit number till you get 2-digit number. That number should become 99. And factors of 99 is 99, 11, 9, 33 కూడా ఉంది కదా మధ్యలో, మర్చిపోయాం. 33, 11, 9, 3, 1. These are factors of 99. అయితే మీకు అక్కడ ఆ ఐడియా రావాలి. 3-digit నెంబర్ సెట్ తీసుకొని మీరు కీప్ ఆన్ సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటే ఫైనల్గా ఫామ్ అయ్యే 2-digit నెంబర్ ఏంటి అనేది మీకు ఐడియా రావాలి అక్కడ. అర్థమైందా? So final 2-digit number can be formed here is only 99. Apart from 99 you cannot get any other number. కావాలంటే మీ ఇష్టం వచ్చిన నెంబర్ తీసుకొని సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ చేస్తూ పోతా ఉండండి. ఫైనల్గా వచ్చేది మళ్ళీ 99 అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా? కమ్ ఆన్. రైట్. ఆల్ ఆర్ ఓవర్.